Good morning folks, how are you today? It's really hot today. It's hot, it's humid, sticky, it's slightly unpleasant, but I'm out for a walk today. I'm going to walk the Opencast Way. The Opencast Way is a 32-mile circular walk around Scunthorpe, lovely sunny Scunny. But I've just started in Atkinson's Warren this morning, so that's like the start point for the walk. You can walk this circular walk in either direction, it doesn't really matter. You don't even have to walk the whole thing, because there are parts of this walk, because it's a town and country walk, there are parts of the walk that are not so nice, and there's parts of the walk that are really beautiful and lovely. So that's always the problem with town and country walk. There's a bit of good and there's a bit of bad. This is a waste processing plant. You have to walk past this. It does stink, I'll be honest. It's not nice, but yeah, a bit of noise coming from over there. But we've just walked through Atkinson's Warren and Phoenix Parkway, which are both lovely pieces of woodland. And then you get into this open expanse here. Just leaving that stinky stuff behind now, thankfully. So I've done this walk a couple of times before, because I'm always in Scunthorpe visiting. So yeah, I've done it a few times. And the first time I did it, I did encounter something spooky. So when we get to that spot, I'll tell you a little ghost story that happened to me while I was walking this route. Now I don't know if I'll get there today. It depends. It is kind of just hot and a bit sticky today. There is a nice breeze, but even the breeze is pretty hot. Yeah, it doesn't really do very much. It's just one of those days, so I'm going to see how I go. See how much I melt. I feel like I'm melting quite a bit as it is, so yeah, I'm just going to have a nice chill day today. So we're hitting the road for a bit. We are just like walking through an industrial estate at the moment. So this is all part of sort of the outskirts of Scunthorpe. My brother works down here. He's got a couple of weeks off, so he's off to see his mate today. But yeah, he works down here. So yeah, we're just sort of like just wandering down the road for a bit, and then we're going to be sort of going down a country lane past a farm and then past the stables, and then we'll be out into the countryside. So with this walk you could cut out like the town and like the outskirts of the town and just do the countryside section. You could do like between Roxby and Messingham, which means you would just like cut out yeah, all this sort of slightly grubby section if you wanted to. So that would probably be my advice to most people when they're doing this walk, to do like the country side section of it. But if you're a purist, then go for it, do the whole route. It's often used as a challenge walk by the Long Distance Walkers Association. Anyway, we are just going to be joining the road for a bit, so we're just walking along the side of the road, but there is a path, and there's also a little area here called Blue Lagoon, which was once, all this was once the steelworks, part of the steelworks of Scunthorpe, and anyway, it was all taken away and turned into this beautiful spot. There's a guy there fishing, but yeah, I remember walking down here when I was a kid, and yeah, it was just all like old buildings, and there was this disgusting like pool of water that was like a million different colours. We thought it was incredible. And it was just, yeah, piles of slag and just waste, and just, oh, it was a disgusting place. But we were fascinated when we were children, when we used to walk down here. So I've just walked down the road for a short while. There's a decent path down here, so it's not so bad. If you carry on up, you go to Normanby Hall, which is a lovely place to visit, but we're going to go down this country lane by the side of it once these cars have gone past. Now, I remember as kids, Mum always used to bring us over to Normanby Hall, and those gates at the back there, there used to be like a short gate, and we'd climb over to get in, because they had started charging, so we used to climb over and get in for free. To walk from town 4 miles, bloody 4 miles from town. Sometimes we'd bring the bikes, she'd bring us on the bikes, and then we'd climb over the fence to get in for free. I don't think you can do that now, unless you want to climb that really big one. Lovely and quiet down this lane today, and there's no fly tipping anywhere. Just the occasional car comes past. There's stables down at the bottom, which we're going to walk through. Hopefully be okay walking through there. I always feel a little bit awkward going through the stables. I've just had one of those moments where I wish I had my camera on. A buzzard just flew out of these bushes here. Must have been on this tree, I think, or maybe down here somewhere, and then went up there into that tree, just in front of me. Oh, believe it. Just coming into the stables now. That always creeps me out. It always makes me feel a little bit awkward walking through here, but I suppose that's the point, isn't it? Make sure you behave yourself while you're walking through the stables. That's the stables behind us. That wasn't a problem. I think I'm paranoid. So now we're heading up past a site that used to be a landfill site, which has recently been covered over, so it's no longer in use. So it's going to be interesting to walk past it and see what state it's in at the moment. So we're still on the OCW, but now we're following this track for a bit. Yeah, so this is another sort of like dirty, horrible bit. which is part of this old landfill site that they've been covering over. It's not so nice really, but once we're past it, we are out into the fields properly and into the countryside. So yeah, this was all an open tip at one point. They've covered it all over. It's much nicer now, even though it's still not exactly pleasant, but it's not just like, you know, waste anymore. So it's much nicer. First time I walked this route, it was all just a big pile of trash, so not so good. There's me. Yeah, it's a lot better now, and this path was just all like muddied up with all the trucks that were up and down it. It was so terrible. A lot more pleasant now, a lot calmer. But it does pong. There's still a pong from the methane that's coming off it, so yeah, you know, it's a vast improvement. But then again, this is a consequence of our modern lifestyles, isn't it? All the waste that we produce has to go somewhere, and it goes into places like this. So yes, that's all part of it. But once we are through this little lane, we're going to pop out into a field, and then we are officially in the countryside. We will be in a farmer's field. I don't know, this is not a very nice place, is it? Look at it. The crows are loving it though. And there are a few gulls over there, but the crows are definitely loving it. It's a mess, isn't it? Look at that. They could do, I'm sure they could do a better job of cleaning it up, couldn't they? Really? Anyway, we're still on the bridleway though. We're on the right track. Leaving that dirty landfill site behind, we've made it into the countryside. Oh, I'm so glad, because yeah, the smell of that place is gross. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Beautiful. Okay. Try and breathe in some fresh air now. So we're just heading towards Winterton now. That's Winterton there. We kind of just like walk through it a little bit, and then we pop out the other side and we head down to Roxby. Just leaving Winterton, so I've just wandered down through this estate. It's quite a nice little place, very quiet, and then you just pop straight back out into the fields. So now we wander down to Roxby, which is another just tiny little village. And I think I might be ending my journey there today. So for me, this is like the best bit of this walk, is walking between the villages of Winterton, Roxby towards Messingham. That's the best bit, because you're walking through the countryside and it's really nice. The bits on the edges of the town, sort of the walk up to Winterton, isn't so nice. It's a good 6 miles, that section as well. So like I say, if you wanted to skip that and just like start your walk in Winterton, no one would blame you really. Walking past the landfill site and all of that, it's not nice. It's not nice at all. Through the industrial estate, and yeah, it's not so good really. But once you get out here, it's lovely. It is just agricultural land, but it's just a nice, flat, easy sort of walk really. But I love these sort of walks because, you know, we can't always get out to like the Lake District or the Peaks or, you know, the Yorkshire Dales, that kind of thing. You know, I'm visiting in North Lincolnshire, and I'm sure there's like loads of other parts of the country where there's like beautiful little walks that are like, yeah, they're not fantastic, they don't have like amazing scenery and hills and waterfalls and you know, all that sort of stuff, and they're probably just going through farmland and local woodlands, that kind of stuff, but you know, they're still precious. We should still like walk these routes, and we should still use these footpaths and bridle ways, because if we don't, they'll be lost. They'll be lost forever. So I think it's important for us to just, oh, the pigeons have just disturbed all the pigeons. I think it is important for us to appreciate them. So I'm gonna like finish my journey here today. I think I've done about 8 or 9 miles once I get to Roxby. So I will be saving my ghost story for the next section, because that's where it happened, in the next section of the walk, so stay tuned for that. Please, please, please do not spray me. He gave me a wave. He's not going to spray me. He's a nice guy. I was worried then for a minute. So thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next video.